falling with the first siege creep, then they'll be in a pretty good spot. But
GeneRaL, that's a lot of damage. They're having trouble standing in the lane against the double tornado.
yeah, so Nico tried his best with the Icarus dive, but Puppey actually taking... Oh
Puppey! Puppey, please! Oh my goodness.
That happens sometimes. You know, you try and attack click your ally, and then you're like, this tower has it out for me.
Tower? Yeah, that's a freebie for Navi, and now they might get another one. Arteezy, right as that first Knight hits, doesn't have any support. It's first blood to Navi. A free kill also fed away top lane before they even get this push engine going. And I mean, talk about a quick turn of fortuitous event. Connecty continues pursuit, forces out the Arteezy rotation. Also snagging an Invis rune on the way over, I believe.
They need to control the Ancient stacks. Ancients, like Drow can do it as well as Razor with Razor's ultimate. And
BuLba, you thought the chase was over, buddy.
Okay.
Navi say otherwise. They just keep on hounding him and quickly bring him down. He was not expecting them to continue chasing.
They know about the jungle shenanigans that they like to run, and now he's trying to stand on top of her to disable.
But he's going to be pursued as well with Vi.Ditya Ra there, getting the body blocks in. The Firefly damage is going to start ramping up in Secret. Boy, they sure love a Ravage now with 3 Navi heroes diving them at the tower. BuLba may well go down. It's Pieliedie there to try and keep him alive. Static Link on the GeneRaL. Quickly finished. Vi.Ditya Ra still retreating. Does not have the Song of the Siren available. He'll end up going down. So they lose the Naga there. The Ravage was committed. Felt like a waste at first, but Navi got overly aggressive, and they pay.
Yeah, almost if they had the lasso, that would be
cool. Assisting him through it, Dendi has to chain away. Now GeneRaL joining the fray here as well. He gets nuked down, almost instantly blasted to smithereens. Barely surviving on just a little shrivel of HP, but Puppey coming in, almost dead to the Oracle as well. GeneRaL, will he end up falling? Puppey gets the last auto tech in, secures the kill, and now Dendi has to run, so they forfeit their Bat Rider. They almost lose their Night Stalker. In fact, they will lose him too. Artstyle's down. Dendi could be next. Navi, hemorrhaging kills, 3 in a row, and a tower slated to fall after that.
Phoenix was, I think he just hit level 6 in the mid lane, but wasn't able to stop that dive. And now it's nighttime, and it's going to be nighttime for another 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, Navi's still under cover of smoke, creeping in. BuLba's out in front, working the Ancients, but they see Envy. They swoop over this. The egg gets dropped immediately. Secret scrambling backwards. They're turning onto the egg. There isn't backup here. Naga opted to use the Psalm to ensure that thing went off, and so they'll lose the Phoenix. They may lose more. Dendi's in too far. Miscommunication, it seems, from Navi. Another 2 kills down the drain.
The egg was a little bit too close to the cliff. If it were like slightly more to the right, then I think Navi would have... A good lasso from Navi, perhaps in the Oracle or something like that, could have been disastrous for them. Navi looking to protect their Ancients. Envy.
They do have that blink now. Ideally, the Oracle will be the choice. Is GeneRaL going to move in? Does get eyes on Envy. He blinks past Envy. Arteezy, meanwhile, though, has found the kill on the Naga Siren of Vi.Ditya Ra. Crucial time to bring him down with the Radiant still under construction. Pieliedie just going to turn. Calmly plinks away at the egg. Will finish it off. Now Dendi running in together with Artstyle. They're still moving forward, but it's into a Ravage with Arteezy there on the backside. 2 more down. 4 heroes dead. The lone survivor, the Bat Rider. Didn't see how Arteezy...
So that's very scary.
Well, if you're going to lose 4 heroes outside the base, then Secret, they will push. They'll take the melee. They're going to swoop through here with the Seneko Phoenix. Now GeneRaL getting involved. He does get on top of the enemy team, but nuked down quickly. He's sacrificing himself for the greater good. On the back of that, they will find a kill on Envy. Now they look for a bit more. Dendi still chasing. Big chain coming through. Chakram follow-up onto Arteezy. Can he finish him off, though? Arteezy turns, delivers, brings him down with the Static Link as well as just the Plasma Field there. So it ends up being 2 cleanup kills, but it cost them 2 more cores.
He's so reluctant to use a sleep. Like, I think he could have used sleep to chase 2 more heroes down. I think like 3 heroes would have been caught by the sleep. They can get on top of them. The Drow Ranger's already dead, and I don't think they can fight like that without Ravage and without the Razor.
No, getting purged is pretty sad.
So he can just walk around in the fights kind of willy-nilly, and it's really good for chasing people down with Static Link too, so you can maximize your damage.
Dendi is here. He's going to reveal that smoke, but he'll reveal it with his corpse. Quickly brought down by Secret.
I'm surprised his Bloodstone is out too late, considering like how well he was doing in lane, but just losing that T1 on bottom without having everyone there, like...
Still getting outfarmed by a Razor at 21 minutes. Not often you'll see that. Artstyle moves in, he finds Puppey, and they go. The egg is there in the middle of the fray. Can they focus it down? They're looking to do so. It might actually pop here, though. That egg, is it going to drop? Seneco gets it off, and now perhaps the fight will turn. BuLba already committing the Ravage, but he's going to likely lose more. 3 heroes down. The Drow, the Tide, and the Oracle, and this time, it's all about the egg.
Okay, that was an amazing egg by Seneco. And he dropped the spirits on them. Tidehunter was like trying to walk there to right-click it, but pull off.
That's kind of just like beating your head against a brick wall, except the wall
but they
actually breaks.
They could do it.
Yeah, it just might cost you a head, that's all. BuLba, he's going to try to avoid that, though. The Blink Ravage comes through, connection onto Dendi, as well as Artstyle, forcing them back. They're likely to lose the Timbersaw here. The chain isn't going to get out in time, and now the impetuses begin to crash in. Arteezy diving Artstyle, Navi being routed here in the back lines, and more importantly, Envy focusing on the racks up front. But they may have to back now. Arteezy, he's lost his Aegis, and now the lasso comes through. It's on to Pieliedie. Good find there by GeneRaL. This time won't die to the impetus damage, and still Secret being pushed back a little bit. Envy, though, with the Drow Ranger, able to kill Artstyle, turns on to Dendi. The impetuses appear to be a bit too much. Good Sunray. Finally, I think our first Son of the game. Vi.Ditya Ra. Is there going to be follow-up for this one? Chakram coming through, as well as the Riptide, but they are forcing Envy back. Can they kill him off as well? He's extremely low here. This would be a big grab for Navi. They're not entirely out of the woods just yet, Secret, and they may lose a third. BuLba, 2 will fall. Chain just severing his head from his bulbous body.
Oh, Dendi did a really good job of staying alive in the fight. I think they took him down with a Ravage, but
he's thinking twice about it, and here comes the song. Will they get the follow-up combo moving forward? GeneRaL trying to find Envy or perhaps the Oracle with the lasso. He's looking for Pieliedie. The Ravage, though, to interrupt this combo. The egg goes off to the south side, but Secret just ignore it and disengage to the north. Dendi hounding them as they retreat. Pieliedie manages to survive this entire time. Envy fairly healthy. Can they find the follow-up kills here? They've lost the Artstyle Night Stalker. 2 down already for Navi, but they are at least bringing Pi low. Is it going to matter? Dendi almost dead to the shotgun, as well as his own Ghost Scepter, keeping him alive for the moment. Not going to be enough. He too will fall. Ditya Ra likely to be next. Impetus is crashing in, really forcing him back in short order, and Secret content with their kills. They go.
And Navi don't even have all their ultimates available.
And look how cautiously Secret are playing. They're like, let the lanes push, let the Mega Creeps do their thing. We don't have to commit. We might be able to win a fight, but we don't need to. And well, then they still get lassoed. Arteezy pulled back real far, and now you can see why they were cautious. Navi finding a nice pick there, but that top lane is shoving in. Bottom lane is moving forward.
Oracle perhaps a little bit too cautious because he wasn't there to false promise.
Well, they're going to dive that Oracle next. Pieliedie, though, fairly healthy here. Has committed that false promise. Silenced. Egg up on the high ground. Great positioning here. I don't think Puppey alone can focus this thing down at this point. Navi diving heroes to the tier 4 towers, having yet to take a Rax of their own, with all tier 2s still standing, but creeps are moving into their base at the tier 4 tower. They find 3. That characteristic Navi aggression working its magic here, and even looking for Envy, but now they've overextended a bit. Dendi needs to back away, slowing him down. The shotgun's there. One gets killed off, the other taking over, and now the lasso going to bring BuLba up onto the high ground, keeping the Tidehunter out of the picture. Now it doesn't really matter if the lasso gets dispelled or not, as he won't be able to ravage in the middle of the team fight. Arteezy isolated. Pretty good separation here as they look to bring down Puppey. Courtesy of the Sunray, they will do so. Again, Navi fighting this, but finally, and Arteezy has had enough. He's just BOT'd into the Radiant base. He's going for structures. He says, the hell with it. Go home, you bastards. Ditya Ra going to respond with the Song of the Siren while the Roshan skirmish does continue. But Arteezy, well, that's another way to force them back. And he did get the tier 4, so a lot of structural damage. Even if he goes down, he'll slay Seneco. Ditya Ra still chasing him. Artstyle will as well. The Void's there. They get the kill in the end, but this frees up the rest of the team. A noble sacrifice from Arteezy.
All right, nice try to end the game. It's pretty close.
I mean, I think at this point. Now the song. They're going to set this one up. It's a pretty good catch. 3 heroes looking for the backliners. GeneRaL trying to figure out who his lasso target will be, and he ends up looking for Arteezy. Arteezy just pops the BKB though and goes past it, biding their time, perhaps biding a bit too much. The Ravage comes through, connects on multiple Navi heroes. Artstyle and Ditya Ra being forced back. Artstyle will be finished off. Perhaps Ditya Ra a bit luckier, but creeps marching in the meanwhile. And finally, Navi will call GG. It was going to be a Herculean task at best to come back once you were up against Mega Creeps, and they just didn't.